Yo, YouTube. What's good? I got a nice little video for you guys today. I played XDefiant. It just dropped today. So I got my top 5 personal tips that I feel like would help a lot of starter players, that are just coming to the game, especially for the ones that did not play the beta. For the ones who did play the beta, this can also be for you if you feel like you need some other tips and you need to know some other stuff personally. So this is what I feel. My number 1 tip to you guys. Let's start it out. Number 1 tip. I feel like you guys should play at your own pace and play at your own play style. There's so many different characters and so many different versatile abilities in this game where you can literally do, it's mostly with how you play and what you want to do with your play style. Because when I say there's so many different characters and abilities, there's so many different factions. You can use so many different things where you probably saw a YouTube video before the game came out and you saw a character and you're like, oh yeah, I'm finna use them for sure. And that's cool. You can get on the game and use them. That's completely fine. Up to you. But I also do feel like there's so many other characters that you can use, and who knows, you might use a whole other character that you didn't think you were going to use, So I just feel like you should play at your own pace, play at your own play style. Don't feel like you're forced to play a certain way or forced to use a certain person. No. The game just dropped. Have fun. Do your own thing, So that's my first tip for you guys. Second tip for you guys. Personally, I feel like, when it comes to this game and everything like that, you gotta know when to push. Like, this game isn't very tactical. And when I say tactical, I don't mean like Rainbow Six Siege, Tom Clancy tactical. Like, no, it's not that tactical, but at the same time, it's also not very chaotic. So, like, you gotta really just adjust to how people play in the lobby, and you gotta just know when to push certain situations. Like, if you see a 2v1 and it's just you by yourself against 2, you die in this game pretty fast. I will admit, you die in this game pretty fast. Even if it's just one person, you can still die really fast. So to take a 2v1 situation, I feel like that won't be smart because they will probably decimate you. And look at that, look at that. My luck is crazy, but they will probably decimate you guys, decimate you in the matter of like 2 seconds. Like, it doesn't take long to kill in this game. So I just feel like you should know when to push and just know to, like, watch your surroundings, because a lot of people flank in this game. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people flank in this game, so it's good to watch your back. And another reason why I say know when to push is because most of these game modes, they're very team based, so you pushing could cause something crucial to your team, and it could probably cost you guys the game. Who knows what could happen? So just know when to push. Be smart about certain situations. Don't just push any and everything because you feel like you just cracked out. Don't do that. I promise you, because no matter how cracked out you feel, I promise you, if it's an outnumbered situation, it's just you're losing that fight every time. Unless you are a very good player. But the game just dropped, so everybody's getting used to it. So yeah, tip number 3 for you guys today, I also have is, it kind of correlates with tip number 2. Stay with your teammates. You can get put in a lot of sticky situations that you probably won't be able to get out of most of the time because, like I said, you do die very fast in this game. So I recommend staying around your teammates, and especially with their abilities, they can also help you in certain scenarios that you might need help in. So that's another tip that I recommend for you guys. Tip number 4 for you guys today. Currently, it also does correlate with tip number 3, which is work together. In this game, like I said, there's a lot of abilities, a lot of different characters. They all do different things. So, and mainly this tip goes for the people that play in a lot of stacks and you have, those friends that play, that you play with all the time. If you have the stacks, what I'd say is, these are for those people. Mostly, just, work together, use your different options to play as a team. This can also correlate at the same time for people who do play by themselves. What you guys could also do is, as far as, playing your own pace and playing your own play style, like I said in the beginning, you could also do that, but also help the team in a way too. With just certain scenarios, not even just by abilities, but just by helping out your team, assists, all that. There's certain ways to help out your team. So I just feel like, working together in this game, because this is most of the game modes in the game are very team based. So you're going to have to work as a team a lot, which is why I say work together. My tip number 5 for you guys is pretty self-explanatory as far as everything that I've went over, as far as all my personal tips. And mind you, like I said at the beginning of this video, just to let it be known again, these are all my personal tips. So if you do not agree with them, that is completely okay. These are just personally what I feel like would help some people, you know, because it helps me. So tip number 5 is explore your different options, like I said in the beginning. So I'm gonna go back to that. Like I said, there's a lot of abilities. There's so many different things that you can do in this game, as far as character-wise, with all the different factions and abilities, that you can explore a lot of different options. You know, you don't have to stick to one thing for the rest of the game. This game is very, like, versatile when it comes to your playstyle and what you feel like you want to do. So I just feel like, you know, it would be very good to explore your options and not just stick to one thing, you know. And I feel like at the same time, when you do that, it kind of gets boring after a while. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, why would you want to make the experience boring when you can try out everything and, you know, explore your options and then stick to something. And then who knows, you might find 2 things that you might want to play, you know. So I just feel like sticking to one thing is just too boring, and I feel like you should just explore your options, see what you like, see what you don't like, and then, you know, go on from there. So I know I went over 5 tips, but this tip right here is a very honorable mention. This is more so honorable mention. I already went over my 5, but this is one that I feel like, oh my god, that, like, the M4 is such a good gun in this game. I'm not gonna lie, the M4 is a really good gun, and so is this character. Far Cry 6 characters are actually pretty OP because of these abilities. But let me not get off topic. But I just feel like, you know, this is honorable mention. This is nothing, you know, that you guys really, you know, have to do. This is just personally how I feel like it should be. Enjoy the game. Like, the game just dropped. Don't, you know, try your heart out, you know, and, you know, be extra. Just enjoy the game. Just drop, you know, new release. So that is my tip video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later. Probably upload another video.